I'd like to share with you how you can break the cycle of overworking and overwhelm and feeling over it, and instead begin running your business and working in a way that brings you more freedom and is connected to your purpose. So, when you're in that place where you feel like all you do is work and all you think about when you're not working is work, and you're noticing that you're just finding less and less time for things outside of work, and you're missing important events with your family, you're sleeping less, you're eating more poorly because you don't feel like you have time to fix yourself something to eat, and you're just feeling like that there's no end. You're not really sure when it's going to end. When you're in that cycle, there is a belief running you that the more you work, the more valuable you are, the more worthy you are. And there's this thing outside of you that's driving the cycle of, I'll just keep working because then I'll make more money, because then I'll be more successful, and then eventually I'll be able to take a break. But what happens in this cycle is there is no break. There's always that next level. So you get to a certain level of financial success, or you achieve a certain goal or status in your career, and then you still feel bad. You're looking at, well, I didn't make it to that next step, or I didn't get as far as I had hoped, or look at that person, they're still way further ahead than me, or look at this, now I want to go here. So even when you achieve a certain level of success, you often don't even allow yourself to enjoy it and to appreciate it and to acknowledge how far you have come, because now you're on to the next thing. And when you're in that place, what happens is you never get there. There is no there, for one thing. All there is here. And when you're living your life to always be there, you're actually making your here oftentimes pretty miserable, where you are working all the time at the expense of your health, your relationships, your energy, your mental state, your emotional state. And at some point, either you choose to make a change, or your body will choose to make a change, or something in your life will choose to make a change. So what I'm going to share with you is how you can start to choose to make that change, so it's not some external event like a crisis in your marriage or in your health that decides it's going to make the change for you. Because usually that's what happens. Is a lot of times, many people, myself included, have to reach rock bottom before they make changes. But there is another way. There is a way to know you're heading in that direction, and to turn the train around and decide you're going to do it differently. And really what I'm passionate about is guiding entrepreneurs and business leaders to really begin to shift their perspective, their perception of themselves, their perception of success and their work, so that it's coming from a place of a whole being, that you start to see, of course, your business is important and your career is important and it's a reflection of your gifts and talents, but you are more than just your career or your business. You are a human being being the dominant word here, which means there's this drive inside of you as well to ensure that you're making a unique contribution in the way that only you can, that's meaningful and fulfilling and satisfying and feels like it's creating a legacy that only you are able to contribute. So it's really connecting to a deeper level of purpose. And part of that purpose is also engaging in rich and rewarding relationships, being a person that deeply listens and is caring and is thoughtful and is having these conversations that is helping your relationships grow even deeper, and really seeing your family and being present with them and your friends and your community, and a being who is engaging in activities that fill their soul. So breaking that habit of working so much that the activities you engage in when you're done working are sort of distractions. Like, I need to just, take the edge off. I've worked really hard. I deserve a glass of wine. I deserve fill in the blank to go shopping. All those things that are excuses for overworking and seen as and used as a way to make you feel better about overworking. But what they actually do, instead of being a celebration for what you've accomplished, they end up disconnecting you from what you've accomplished. And they keep you on that cycle of, I have to work hard and then I need a break and I need some sort of reward. But that reward actually disconnects me from even feeling anything about what I'm doing. Because oftentimes when we're looking for distractions and disconnections, because we aren't operating in a way that is truly authentic to how our soul desires to work. Our soul doesn't desire to be disconnected and to be numbed out through activities, through work, through over excessive of anything. It desires to have a variety of activities that fill it up. So activities that do engage your specific talents and gifts, activities that do engage your desire for human connection and stimulating conversation, in activities that fill your body with energy, fill your mind with new ideas, give you energy, build your strength. All of these things are what contribute to you as a whole being. And oftentimes, and especially in the US and in Western societies, it's none of those things matter besides the work. The work is all that matters, at the expense of your relationships and at the expense of your health. And I'm here to help you turn that around and see that all of them make up who you are. And there needs to be an interplay and an integration of all three so that you're operating from a place of wholeness. And when you do that, what you start to notice is you have more freedom because you're not operating from a place of distrust. Because when you're overworking, it is an addiction. You don't trust that if you stop working that your business will be okay or that you'll make it to the next level. But in reality, you will, and you will do it in a much more easeful way when what I call you build this connection with your inner guidance. And really what I help my clients do is to really focus on how they can start to build a connection practice with themselves, with their inner guidance, with spirit, so that those actions that are really going to propel their business forward are coming to them. They're taking action immediately, and they're catapulting their business in a matter of days or weeks versus when they were striving and working and nose to the grindstone and forcing, it was taking months, if not years, to get to that same level. So it really is turning it all around and really becoming a person who operates from the inside, which is building that inner trust, building that inner belief, and building that connection to your own inner guidance systems who already knows the way, if only you are willing to listen. And that requires, again, breaking that cycle of overworking, breaking the cycle of disconnecting and distracting yourself from overworking. So it requires a higher level of awareness, and it also requires a high level of forgiveness, because a lot of times when you're in that overworking cycle, there's a lot of judgment about where you are, where you need to be, what you need to achieve. And so there's a high level of awareness and forgiveness requires so that you're allowing yourself to release that story and that belief about you and who you are and where your worth comes from, and seeing that all of that actually is from within, not from without. Your worth and value do not depend on how much you achieve, how much you accomplish, how much money you make. It really is who you're being that is what determines your worth. And that is something that you can constantly be evolving over time. And the more you connect with your inner guidance and your genius and your purpose, the more that your life begins to reflect all of that back to you, which means more freedom, more richness in every area of your life, not just your bank account, but in your relationships and your conversations and the types of information that you are sharing with your community and clients, in the type of coaching that you're doing with your clients. It's all shifting to such a higher level because it's coming from a place of trust. And that is a place where you're tapping into higher levels of creativity and really being able to grow in every area of your life in huge ways that weren't possible when you're nose to the grindstone, kind of on the hamster wheel, and can't see anything because all you're doing is trying to get somewhere that's not here. So I would love to talk to you if you are in this place, and I would love to guide you through my Evoke process, which really helps you to become a person who is run by purpose and connecting to your genius and taking actions on your inner guidance and really being that person who lives with meaning and unique contribution and positive and really encouraging positive social change in all that you're doing, and really evolving your relationships and having incredible health and incredible energy. All right. Talk to you all soon. Reach out to me and let's make this happen. Talk to you soon. Bye.